Rend College's Associate in Applied Sciences degree in Graphic Design will prepare you for a career as a graphic artist.
I like to think that our program is a little bit different because coming from my own schooling, I lacked a little, I think, in technical skill that I got trained in school. So when I got on the job, I realized there was a lot of that. It was more theory that I knew and less of the technical skill. So I tried to do a blend of both so that when they leave, we work on real-world projects that they've already had some experience in completing.
I think the program that Rend has in place really seeks to understand what it is that folks like me and others in my field in Southern Illinois need, and they go about preparing their kids very, very well.
Everybody comes in here thinking they know all there is to know about design, but these classes, you'll really learn something in there.
The technology that we use, we are a Mac-based program. We are using G4s, and we use for software some of the latest software that's out there available. It's the Adobe Creative Suite 2, which is Adobe Photoshop, Adobe Illustrator, and we use Adobe ImageReady and Dreamweaver and Fireworks for the web design class.
The thing I like best about this program is it's hands-on, and I think it's fun because it's hands-on. You get to express your own ideas and creativity in different projects you do.
The key to it is getting them involved with the real work, getting them involved with some of the local companies that do the work that ultimately these students are going to come out into the workforce and do. And I know that they strive to do just that. Well, I think it's imperative that they understand the basic design software that we use. Qualified candidate will understand InDesign and really the whole Adobe suite of design tools. I want prospective employees to really want to do the work that we do here. I want them to be excited about it. You have a love for design, or you have a love for Photoshop work, digital photography, you're far more apt to be good at it and really embrace the idea of getting good at it.
With graphic design, there's a variety of things you can get into, and that's what's very interesting about graphic design. There's a lot of niche areas that you can get into. It could be anywhere from print design to web design, multimedia. They can work anywhere from a newspaper to an ad agency, or they could work maybe even in an in-house design department in some place like a department store that sometimes people don't even realize that they also need things printed and produced, or a web page done.
Typically, the folks who come into our company as entry-level designers and layout artists, web programmers, photographers, folks like that.
I work at Mount Vernon Neon. I work in the graphic design department there, designing custom neon signs. People place orders on the internet and give us basically a brief description of what they want, and then I go in on the computer and make the graphics and put in the text that they want in neon form, and then email it to them, and then it gets produced down in the warehouse.
One thing I find interesting about graphic design is that you can walk out the door with an associate degree and a good portfolio and still get a job that someone that may have a bachelor's degree would potentially also be offered.
In high school, I took a commercial art class, which really got me interested in the whole commercial aspect of graphic design.
Classes I took in high school, probably drawing and painting.
If you're in high school, you might want to look at taking some art classes and possibly some computer classes, if there's some desktop publishing classes that you could take, and any business classes would also be very helpful.
And these jobs typically start in this area anywhere from the $8 to $9 an hour range for entry-level layout, graphics, and that kind of design work, easily going into the mid-30s within several years and on a leadership track.
And it does depend on, as far as from entry level to years of experience, but I would say you would top out as a graphic designer at about $60,000, and then again, if you move on to a different position, in an art director position, anywhere from $100,000 to $150,000 a year.
I would have started thinking about graphic design earlier on in my high school career. I didn't decide that's what I wanted to do until about my junior or senior year.
I mentioned we have area employers that work with our students, but we offer a co-op position with some of those employers, as well as I would say over 50% of my students, at least at the sophomore level, working in the industry as they're going to school.
They do prepare their students well. Their students are bright, motivated. I found nothing but eager sort of embrace of the pursuits that they're involved with over there. So, no, just a long-winded way of saying they're a wonderful program.
It's a really fun career to have. You get to be creative. Creative people are a lot of fun. It takes a very unique individual to do this, so if you like to be your own person, then this is the career for you.
Additional information about Tech Prep and the Associate in Applied Science degree in Graphic Design can be found on our website.